Craig from Cousins. It's the April show. How are you, bud?
I'm great. How are you, Dave?
I am wonderful. I want a couple places I want to go this week, month, sorry. Warranties for one thing. We haven't really touched too much on those, and I have a few questions there. And the other thing that I know you're big in is shop local. And with all this carbon tax coming down the road, man, you got to stay home and shop, don't you? It's critical.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. First of all, thank you again for having me. I always love being here. And definitely, shopping local is something we appreciate, and it does go the extra bit, especially with, now that we got that next round of carbon tax that's hit, everything's going up, and, raw materials, and just to get stuff from point A to point B, we're seeing it going up. So shopping local is something that I think as a whole, well, no matter what you're in, will be valued more coming up to support each other. And, you'll probably be able to even find maybe better deals local.
Well, and it sort of speaks to that second component was the warranties, right? Because I, you were explaining this, and I don't really get it. Like, if my warranty on my furnace is with somebody else, but they're not following through, can you guys kind of cover that? How does that work in the warranty world?
Yeah, great question. And the answer is yes. And that changed just a few years ago, where now with the monopoly clause and different things that we as contractors that are licensed, that are insured, that are through TSSA, that are on the up and up, we now have full access to every product line, even if it's not a product that we distribute. We can take care of the warranties for you now in house, just as well as my good competitors can too. So, if you're a long-term customer of ours and you sell your house because you're downsizing and you move in and it's a new piece of equipment that is some off-brand that you haven't heard of before, we can definitely still take care of it for you now. So we have full access to every product and every brand out there.
So
It's really opened a lot of doors to better look after our customers.
that's a really good scenario because people move all the time. But do you need the original information on that furnace for the warranty? Like, how does that work?
Uh,
Like, if
so yeah, so typically we can get it now. The nice thing is with everything being digital records, we can get it through the
oh,
model and serial number, and we can run it through whatever wholesaler or vendor or manufacturer we have it through to find out the details. I have had specifically in this year alone, I've had a few customers that have moved and asked me to come in just to simply look at their new equipment and run the model and serial number through the manufacturer vendor to let them know what warranty is with it, because sometimes warranty can be different if it's a brand new build or if it's an older
yes.
home or if it's a boiler or if it's a furnace or a ductless split, whatever the type of equipment may be. There is different variances in what standard warranty is or if extended warranty is or is not transferable. The nice thing is now is all those questions can simply be answered by just getting us or your another good local provider the model and serial number, and we can run those through their areas and through the manufacturer to get all those specific answers for you.
So I get it now. I understand. So if I did do that, let's say I moved to a different place, there's already a furnace in place. You guys come in, check it over. The warranty's maybe outdated, but can I still sign up for the maintenance plan, or does that something else? Like
Definitely,
with you?
and that is
So I'm
something that
saying,
I
hey,
am
Craig, let's put a maintenance plan on this.
yeah, definitely, 100%, and we highly encourage that, just because it protects the customers for many reasons, as we've talked in the past. But with the increased costs of just flat living today going up, for as simple as $15-20 a month, you could go on a maintenance plan and have all the protection because your HVAC system, as much as it's not flashy, it is essentially the heart of your home. It moves the air, it filters the air, it heats, it cools. It's the heart that pushes through the veins, which are all your ductwork, to support your home. And by a low rate with the cost going up of everything, we can take care of it for you, we can maintain it for you. And then the best part of all is you guys now have peace of mind and documentation for any warranties. I know we talked in our couple of our last podcasts here about how some warranty companies require documentation of proof of maintenance, proof that you've had
Yeah,
an oil change done. By doing this and by being on a plan with us, there it is. It's all right there.
it's done.
So the plan really helps streamline um, communication and just keeps you looked after.
What's the cost of a maintenance plan? We've never really talked about that too much.
So a typical maintenance plan is $9 or $9.99 for a piece of equipment, so $10 a month. And with that, you get priority service. So if we have a customer that calls and has a schedule, something coming up, but we've never ever done work for them before, priority customers come in first because, as we've discussed on previous calls, unfortunately, people that haven't worked with us before usually statistics tell us that we're going in there to either fix somebody else's problem or we're not going to get paid, unfortunately. So by being on the plan, it gives you priority service. We offer an extended diagnostic guarantee, so you get 90 days. So if we come out and diagnose something's wrong, and then 2 weeks later it's still acting up, we come out to your house. If my guy has to be there for half a day, yes, it's inconvenient, but there's zero charge. You get your maintenance is included. So every year we come out, do a full maintenance on the piece of equipment, check it over, do a cleaning, flushing, whatever needs to be done. You get discounts off any parts that are not covered under warranty. And then when you go to replace that piece of equipment, if it is at the end of its life, you get an additional discount off the new piece of equipment. So there's a ton of additional benefits going with it. But the biggest thing is peace of mind. And if we do have to come out, and let's say it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday and it's an after hours call, nope, because you're on our maintenance plan, you pay a regular rate as what you would pay if we were there at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. There is nothing extra.
So it's like 30 cents a day,
Yeah,
really. Like,
exactly.
how can you not beat that, right? Like, I mean,
Yep.
that's what you need to do to make peace of mind. And anymore, there's so much stuff you got to deal with in your house. Like you said, it is the heart and the soul. Why not get that maintenance plan just so you know that it's covered and it's one less thing to worry about, right? You got enough stuff. In today's world, you got enough stuff.
Exactly. And the other thing with that too, that as far as direction of HVAC equipment, it's going the same way as, cars in the automotive industry with becoming more efficient. And while that's incredible and that's great, there's a significant cost that goes with that. So when it does come time, to replace that piece of equipment, I am seeing that some customers are a little surprised at the cost. And, it's due to, increased standards as far as government rates. For example,
Yeah.
minimum furnace we're allowed to offer is 95% efficient. The highest efficiency furnace in the whole industry is 99. So the cheapest model we can offer you to the most expensive is 4% difference. That's it. Air conditioners,
Not like the old days, is it?
it's not like the old days. The benefit of the old days is I used to be able to come in and offer you any piece of equipment that fit in your budget. It
Right.
was more, I can offer you whatever's going to work in your budget. And then we talk about the benefits and features and if it's something that interests you and is going to work for you. Those days are gone. Now I can only offer you a Cadillac to start with, and then we go up from there. And these are regulations that were put in place by Natural Resources Canada and our federal government to increase our, efficiency levels. But it is a cost significantly associated with that. And as Canadians, we need to be prepared and aware of these changes. I know because it's the industry I'm in, but the average person that's not in our industry, how would they know?
I'm going to go down a different path here because you brought up a point there that I think we don't talk about enough is when people have to replace something, they get upset at you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm not saying they should get upset or shouldn't, but I mean the whole point of it is you're not setting the price range. You're just
right.
following the rules. And I think it's important
Correct.
that, people need to investigate those things when that time comes because again, you're just trying to offer a solution to help them at the best you can do. Um,
Right.
and I think sometimes we forget that. I just wanted to throw that point in there because we all do it when we look at, you look at a new car and you're like, what the, that's crazy. I'm not paying that. Well,
Mhm.
that's the way it is now because that's what the prices are. And we forget that sometimes, and it can be hard. And you've got to negotiate. I know you guys are very flexible when it comes to your plans as far as paying and all that. And
Mhm.
that's incredible, nice on your part because you don't have to be.
Correct. Yeah. Well, we try our best, and yes, that is definitely something that I think all Canadians today are budget conscious, no matter what they're doing, because we
Yeah,
don't know what's going to come around the next corner.
no, we don't.
And when it comes to the heart of your home, most people don't want to cheap out, for lack of better terms, but at the same time, it's becoming that it's not even an option. So I feel it's my responsibility by being in this industry and a business owner to do my part to make sure that the consumers are aware when the time comes so that they know ahead of time. It's just like in the automotive industry. If something changes, I expect the person that I'm buying a vehicle from to bring me up to date on what the new standards are and why, or whether it's, anything related. This is what I do every day, so I feel it's my responsibility to do my best to make sure the public is aware of these changes that have been made to our industry by governing factors.
All right, we're going to shift gears here. Why don't you put on your cousin's Hawaiian shirt and let's talk summer. Let's get ready for summer. let's
Looking
let's
forward to
smile
it.
a bit. Let's talk
Looking
about what's
forward to
coming.
it. Yes.
The warm weather.
The
You
warm
guys see
weather.
a whole different mess of problems when the warm weather arrives, and people get all excited because they want that air conditioner cleaned or fixed. Or let's talk for a moment about that, if you don't mind.
Definitely. No, I love to. And in fact, we have invested in these new apparatuses that allow us to do air conditioner startups for you any time of year, including this spring where we're seeing temperatures, below. It does not harm the unit at all. It is full warranty backed and covered. So, they're basically what it does is it's new equipment that we have to test the unit to its full capacity no matter what the outdoor temperature is, so that you can be prepared 100% when the warm weather does hit, which it is coming, and we are looking forward to it. Highly recommend to all homeowners, do not forget to change your furnace filter in the spring. That is one of the biggest issues that we get when it comes to air conditioners is clogged filters. We all get busy, and on the priority scale, it unintentionally keeps going down and down. So protect your equipment, protect your investment. Just check that filter before you turn things on. And then, yeah, we have specials coming out for maintenances, as well as if you sign up on our plan, you get a half price maintenance right out of the gate. So there's some aggressive offers that are coming. And again, with the new efficiency increases, cost of replacing a piece of equipment is unfortunately going to be going up. So let's do our part to take care of the equipment, and we can do a good job of looking after what you've got now.
I'm curious about that piece that you're saying. So this new piece of equipment that you got that you can do the air conditioner check early
Mm-hmm.
at any temperature. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's a game changer.
It is. It's really neat, and it's they call it many different things, a bubble or a tent or whatever. And what it does is we can put a load on your air conditioner in the off season to have it work to its full potential and stretch its legs and check everything prior to. We can check your superheat, your subcooling, your pressures, your temperature differential below the coil, over the coil. We can do a full workup on it to make sure that it's not only just working, but it's working fully as it's supposed to and in good working order. So that when it comes, you just flick the switch and you're set.
We're in that time of year too with April because you never know if it's going to be cooler at night. You know what I mean? Like it could be a hot
Mm-hmm.
day and it seems like somebody's always playing with the thermostat, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, and
So
that's
it's
where
just
this is where fortunately for us, but unfortunately for a lot of homeowners, this is where all of a sudden we get that that one spike heat day and people will flick the switch on their thermostat not remembering to take the cover off or not remembering to change the filter or something, and now all of a sudden it is 100% accidental and it happens all the time, but now it becomes a costly repair. So by doing a simple maintenance beforehand, and us doing a full cleaning, a full check, a full workup on it, we can eliminate any of those questions, concerns ahead of time. And it also gives you plenty of time in advance before the real heat comes, which we are looking forward to.
I think he's getting anxious, folks. He likes his warm weather. I can't blame him. It's been a weird winter, up and down all over the place. So this welcoming some consistency will be nice. Anything else you got to add this month?
I just want to say thanks again for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be here. And there is rumblings that we'll talk about next month about another government program coming. At this
Ooh.
time, there is zero details, so I don't even have anything. But I am just hearing consistently that they are compiling something to bring out. I don't even know if it's going to be HVAC related. It might not be, but there is definitely going to be something coming that is home energy conscious for us as Canadians, specifically here in Ontario. So once we have any details, I'll be more than happy to share everything I can.
Can you share your number if people want to get a hold of you guys?
Absolutely. 519-428-3241. Direct line here in the office. You can always find us at www.causyn.ca, and that's CAUSYN.ca. Now, on our website, there's plenty of options there you can click. It'll give you a direct link if you want to email us a question, any inquiries about equipment or moving, and you want us to take a look at something beforehand about our maintenance plans. It's starting to become a very, very regular thing. And I just want people to know that this is normal for us. So if you're kind of on the fence, this is what we do every day. Feel free, reach out.
Perfect. Thanks for today. Listen, hey, go have a great lunch. Okay.
Thanks
Enjoy
so
the day.
much.
Take care.
Appreciate it. Bye for now.